All right, we're back with the cheapest Passat on the internet. It's probably not the cheapest Passat. Someone's bought a worse one, I promise you that. That's Nick.
I'm Nick. It's one of the cheapest Passats in the country for sure.
$1,000 right here. $1,000. Now, why don't you explain to the people at home why we're having the engine cover off?
Well, we picked up this car and immediately realized it was misfiring. So we plugged in OBD2, and we're having a code for misfiring cylinder 3. So we're trying to figure out why it's misfiring in cylinder 3. I think it probably needs plugs, but we're going to diagnose it and figure out what's going on.
I think on this car itself, though, we're going to do pretty well. Because unlike certain pieces of shizer, well, I shouldn't say other words, this is a pretty decent deal. And it's a pretty modern car. Honestly, it might just need a tune-up.
I think so.
We might get away with plugs, coil, and then maybe even cleaning the mass airflow sensor.
Oil change, little stuff.
But here, grab this and let's get this going. So I hope we can just take off just one, because it looks like they're all on one line. And this is gonna break because they all break. Oh gosh. Oh, this is terrible. People are gonna be like, you don't know what you're doing. You're right. I don't know what I'm doing.
We're YouTube mechanics.
I'm a YouTube mechanic, yes. What happened?
Well, we pulled off coil pack and the rubber broke inside where the spark plug.
In cylinder 4. Nick, you want to show them some light in there and show them what it looks like?
So
I don't know if you guys can see it, but
unfortunate. If you want to go a little bit.
Yeah, there it is. I can see it.
There's a rubber gasket preventing us from taking the spark plug.
So what are you about to do, Nick?
Well, I'm going to attempt to grab the gasket, which I don't think is going to work with this. And if not, I'm going to try to hold and turn the spark plug.
Because why don't you tell the people if they were really torqued down as they should be? They were hand tightened, probably.
Yeah. I don't even think they were hand tightened. I think a baby might have tightened them. Because they came out way too easy.
I think your son would probably tighten them better.
I wouldn't shock me, to be honest with you. Let's see if I can get this thing on there, because I can't really see. Guys, so I'm going to show you this real quick. Where's the light?
Huh?
Where's the light? Give me a light. Give me a light. All right, well, guys, so if you guys can see in there, it is out, at least enough to where it looks like we can get the spark plug out.
Yes.
So we're going to attempt to turn it now and see what we can do. Please tell me it catches.
It did.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank goodness.
Oh.
That one's over torqued, of course.
Bro, that makes sense. That makes sense.
3 of them are fucking not even hand tight. My key could have tightened them harder than that. This one's over torqued.
That makes sense, Nick.
Yeah, I'm not even surprised. Well. Let's see the condition of this thing when it comes out. That thing is toasted.
It smells like WD-40.
I'm not surprised. Oh, where's the piece? I want to show everybody the piece. I think I dropped it. This was a culprit.
Put some light on it, Nick.
This, you guys can see here.
As you guys can see, me and my friend...
Turn over. Turn over. Show them the crack in it that we had to break this thing in half. Turn over again.
It's right there.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. Yeah. So that was a culprit there. But you know what? It's out. So now
we're going to throw on the new plugs. We got some Bosch. Actually, you know, these were the cheapest option.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. They're nice plugs. They're Bosch.
And then we do have another coil to replace the one.
Didn't we just have the same coil?
Yeah, it's this exact same coil. Because this one's broken.
Here's the idea, though.
The rubber boot came out.
Here's the idea, though. I think what we should do, new coil on cylinder 3. Since that's where the misfire was, we'll swap coils like the original idea and see what happens.
That's a good idea. That's a great idea. All right, let's get to it.
All right. Going for a drive. Obviously can't go far because we don't have a, it's not registered or anything.
Car feels fine, though.
It feels good, yeah. Go left.
It's not bogging. There's no misfire.
No, it is misfiring.
Yeah, it is.
You felt that, right? There it is, check engine light. Okay, well, that's fine. At least we eliminated one issue. Or we eliminated one culprit, you know what I mean?
Let's check it out.
Oh, keep going. Make a left on there.
Yeah, put on the scanner, see how it comes out.
So it's the check engine light's flashing, so that means there's combustion happening in the cat. So that's a bad misfire. So we got to see what the heck's going on. And it's only under boost. That's interesting.
Yeah, I wonder if you have a turbo issue.
No, if it was a turbo issue, it'd be smoking. So it's the next day because we figured out what the issue was. So there's that one coil we had to buy because the one broke off. But we ended up putting, this was cylinder 3, we put it on cylinder 4, and sure enough, the code came back. When you got into boost, cylinder 4 misfire detected. So I went to O'Reilly earlier and I got a Bosch coil. That's the only one they had. So I'm going to replace it right now and then we'll take it out for a ride and see what happens. All right, we came to the gas station, going to put some gas in it because it's basically empty. And I figured who knows how old the gas is. I'm going to throw like 20 bucks in it, which at this point, it's not much. But I didn't know this car took just regular unleaded. You know, every German car I've owned has always been 91 premium. So this is kind of refreshing at this point. I mean, I know Volkswagens are like the, you know, basically the Camrys, the Corollas or whatever. So almost there. I don't want to fill it all the way up because the car is not done. And I don't know. If we fill it up, maybe it'll be too much. Damn it, I missed 20. But all right, let's go ahead and let me close this up. We'll hop in and see how it drives. Forgot to mention I'm going to throw this thing in there too. This Lucas high mileage fuel treatment, just because, again, 143,000 miles. Who knows? You know how long it's been. I don't know. Who knows? No one's probably ever really done good tune-ups or whatnot. Can't hurt it, right? At the end of the day, put some stuff in there to get it clean real quick. So let's see if I can close this. Is it not going to stay up now? Is the hood crooked? Okay. Maybe I'm just dumb, but let's go ahead and let's test this thing out. All right, we're heading out. And before anybody says anything, no, I'm not wearing a seatbelt because, well, I can't. The seatbelt doesn't reach that far, and because it's blown, it's stuck. So I really can't wear anything. But drives good. Before it would like kind of bog and everything. It drives pretty good. But once we get turned on the street here, it's already up to temp. So I'm gonna get on a little bit. Hopefully, it doesn't start bucking and whatnot like it did before, because that was the issue. It would buck and everything. But you know, about to find out right now. Yes, I know I don't have a seatbelt on. Stop beeping. Oh, let's go! Oh my goodness, let's go! It's good! Yes! Yes, it runs good. Oh my gosh, it's slow, but what are you gonna do? It's a base 2-liter, right? Oh, that makes me so happy. Oh my God, that makes me so happy. Let's go. Let's go.